Hey
Hey
guys,
guys,
welcome
welcome
back to our
to our
channel
channel
with
with
hashtag
hashtag
Loving
Loving
Filipino.
Filipino.
My name
I'm
is
Ben.
my name is Erich. So for our video for today is we're going to answer or we have like questions and answers. We gather up questions from our friends since Miss Universe is upcoming, so we're gonna try like Miss Universe candidates and answer them, but we're just trying hard. So yeah, let's move on for our video. So I have the questions here coming from my friends, which are as weird as me because they gave me like easy questions and then some of it are super hard, which is not answerable. It could be, but I'm not sure. So here is the first one. So the first one is, how much water do you drink in a day?
Oh gosh, I was calculating this recently and I drink about 96 ounces. So we have this thing called an Nalgene here. Actually, I'll hold it up right here. So I drink about 3 of these a day and it's 32 ounces. I think 96 ounces comes out to about 2.5 liters. So yeah, quite a bit of water.
Well, for me, I think, well, I don't usually measure them, but I have like a container. This container, it has like 1.4 liter, and I usually drink like two of this. But yeah, it depends if it's hot or not. So yeah, so around 2.8 liters a day.
Yep.
So the next question is, what position do you sleep in?
I usually sleep on my stomach. Sometimes I do sleep on my side, and if I'm really not feeling well, I'll sleep on my back. But most of the time, it's just on my stomach.
Well, for me, I don't usually care what the position I sleep in, as long as I have my special apparatus to sleep, which is my mosquito net. I could sleep.
I could have guessed that.
Okay. So next question is, what season you like most?
So here in New Hampshire, we actually get 4 seasons a year, and we have this season called fall or autumn, which all the leaves on the trees change to different colors like reds, oranges. Well, they obviously start out green, and yellows, and it's really pretty. And I definitely encourage you to look up photos of it because it's really neat.
Well, here in the Philippines, we only have like two seasons: rainy season and sunny season. But I don't think I have the choice to pick. But if we have 4 seasons, I would pick winter, and I know that a lot of Filipinos would too because we wanted to experience the snow. Yeah. So yeah, next question is, people's usual first impression about you.
Well, I think their first impression is how tall I am, and then their second impression when I reach out and really start talking to them is how outgoing I am.
Well, for me, I think the first impression usually is I'm super silent, but when they get to know me, could be talkative, and yeah, especially when dancing, when they're like looking at me, they think that I don't have or I don't dance, but when they saw like how I groove, how I move, they'd be surprised. Next question. Oh, this one is hard. What is inner peace?
Inner peace. I have to say, I think inner peace is when you're kind of content with who you are as a person and who you are in the world. So like where you are with finances, where you are with what you own, and where you are with just who you are, and comfortable with who you are, like how you look, how you function, how you do things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same as mine. I was thinking about it, and then it's like happiness, but you wouldn't really be happy if you're not contented. That's why contentment is the key to inner peace. So yeah. Next question. Ooh, this one is hard as well.
Oh,
What
gosh.
do you fear most?
What do I fear most? Honestly, losing loved ones suddenly, like significant other or like a family member or a really close friend, especially when it's way before their time. Because there's people in my life that I just really don't want to lose yet.
Well, I was really thinking hard about it, and what I fear most, well, as a Filipino, we are being resilient. I mean, when you're Filipino, you're born to be resilient.
Yeah.
That's how other people sees us. But when I think about it, I fear most is when resiliency is being taken over. Like it's getting it's going to be finished, consumed, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there'd be time that it's gonna be hard for you, and you can't rely on someone, you can't rely on something, and you have no options to. So yeah, that's what I fear most. Well, I hope I answered it.
I think you
Oh
did.
gosh, these questions are hard. Next. Next question is, how do you see life?
How do I see life? Well, my first answer to that would be with my eyes. But I don't think that's really what the question means. I guess I try to see life positively, but I can definitely focus on the negative sometimes a little more than I really should. But it's important to kind of see life positively and not just through your eyes.
Yeah. Well, the same as to the question earlier, as being resilient. The question is being resilient. I always try to look into the brighter side, and regardless of how bad I see, I always try to find positive things on it. That's how I see life. I always think or see in it positively, regardless of how bad it could be. I still think on like the good things from it. So yeah. Gosh, we still have like 1, 2, 3. We still have like 3.
And they're all hard.
3. Yeah, all of them are hard. Okay. So the eighth question is, what is the best word or phrase a person told you?
Best word or phrase a person told me? Oh gosh. Honestly, I'd have to say I love you. I think when a person that you really love a lot first tells you I love you, that's just an amazing feeling that you get, and it really speaks a lot into who you are and into who you are, who they are to you. And yeah, it's just really neat to feel that for the first time, or even just after a hard accident or something happens, like just having somebody lift you up with an I love you, or
Well, I was thinking about it as well, and then I think the best word a person told me, not just person, because a lot of them told me, is that you're the only person I trust. And it's really nice because out of all the people, you are the only person that they trust, and they're giving their trust on a situation that other people that she can't or he can't give to other people. And it's really nice that knowing that I could be trusted. So yeah.
I trust you.
Well, I love you.
Oh.
Okay.
And I could say that back too.
Okay. A ninth question. We're close to finishing. Okay. Gosh. So, yeah. Next question is, what is your motivation and your inspiration to strive more?
My motivation and inspiration to strive more. Well, I've always kind of been driven by money a little bit. And then I started thinking about it, and the reason for that is because I want to be able to retire early. So I'd have to save up a good amount of money to retire early, and then I'll be able to travel. So right now I'm just striving to be my best at my job so I can kind of make a little more money and hopefully save up to retire super early so I can enjoy more than half my life as a retired person. Because I think work, it's crazy. You work 40, 50 hours a week and you just don't get enough time to really enjoy life, and that's why I want to retire early.
Well, it's really hard because I don't have an answer for this, but I'm still rereading the question, and I was like thinking, what could be? What is your motivation and your inspiration to strive for more? I really don't know. Gosh, it's really hard. For the person who asked this question, I'll be back at you.
Get back to you.
But, yeah. I'm sorry. It's not my primary language. I had to study it since elementary. Up to now, I'm still not fluent from it. So. Okay. Well, wait, I'm sure. Can you see? No. Well, can I skip into this?
Yeah, I suppose. Of course. We can just talk about it later.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Sorry. Okay. For the last question, what is the most powerful word for you?
Love. Love is... Love... Try and think of the best way to say this. Love kind of... Let's just say humans wouldn't be here without love. If people didn't love each other, we just wouldn't exist anymore. We would have gone extinct, or we would have never been born. And just love is really kind of what binds the world together.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's why it's such an amazing word. It means so much when you say it to people. And it just means so many different things.
Yeah. Well, my answer is love as well, but can I copy what you answered because it's really good?
Oh, of course you can.
So that's it for today's video. I hope we answered it, and yeah.
Yeah, and if you liked it, I hope you click like down at the bottom there and subscribe. We will be posting more videos in the future. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.